Alexa, how do I get over my breakup?
I don't know that.
Oh, that's really good. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, how do girls get over a breakup? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going through a breakup right now, and I'm pretty sure that it would really help you out to understand what it's like. Because did you know that even though women usually take breakups way harder than men do, they actually get over their ex faster than men get over women. So while women are initially way more torn up about it than you are, we're actually able to move on and get over you faster than you're able to get over us. And I figured if you understand how we women are able to get over you guys faster, you can do the same thing so that you could help get over an ex faster as well and win the breakup competition. Because trust me, there is one. And to make sure you don't miss out on another woman that you do want or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here, right now. So like I said, there's been countless studies where women will be so much more devastated by a breakup than men will be. But in the long run, you'll see that women tend to move on faster, which is why a lot of you guys out there probably think that like, yeah, they just get on with new dick. That's how they get over us. Fine, it may seem that way, but really it's not like we're like, yeah, new dick. It's just that we're able to move past the pain faster and move on to new penis thereafter. And I'm gonna explain what we do right after a breakup that helps us be able to do that so that you can do it as well if you find that you're taking a lot longer than you wanna be in terms of moving on from your ex. So the very first thing we do is we sit and sulk in silence. So I talked about this before in another one of my videos where men, when y'all feel like you're in distress, you will do things that increase your testosterone. Because in men, an increase in testosterone decreases your cortisol levels, which are your stress hormones. So while men sit there and try to avoid their emotions, the distressing feeling, by going out there and not sulking, we women will delve deep into our emotions and sulk even more. What this does is it keeps us from holding in our emotions and avoiding them. So while men are desperately suppressing their emotions and holding it in and avoiding them while they go play basketball or play video games or play with other pussy, we women sit and desperately express our emotions. What happens when you hold in your emotions and don't allow yourself to feel them is it manifests in either an illness or a neurosis. It's kind of like you have all this garbage in your house and you're like, oh, I don't want to take out the garbage. I'm just going to avoid it by putting it in my bedroom. Whereas we women will be like, oh my God, I got all this garbage. I've got to take out this garbage. The garbage being the sad feelings. Which leads me to the second thing we do, which is cry and overly talk about our breakup. So again, the one thing that helps women decrease our stress levels is an increase in oxytocin. And that comes with crying and talking to our girlfriends and our family members about it. In crying and talking with other family members, again, we're releasing those really sad emotions as opposed to holding them in or leaving them in there and avoiding them. Going back to this cleaning this house analogy with the bad emotions, if I'm taking out the garbage / bad emotions, if I'm letting it out, I'm gonna have nothing but cleanliness and lightness in my home. Whereas if I let it sit in there and rot, I will constantly smell the nasty that I am not putting out into the world. So we put our nasty out into the world and onto our girlfriends, which just means we're getting rid of those negative feelings faster. So for instance, when men feel like they might be sad, they try to avoid getting into that sad place. Whereas we women will be sad wherever the fuck we go. Like for instance, I was at the club last weekend and then I proceeded to break down and cry in the bathroom because I thought, I don't want to be here. I want to be with my boyfriend because we spend the weekends together and now I'm not with my boyfriend or with my girlfriends. But we women allow it to happen. If we gotta take out the trash, we take out the trash. Whereas you men might be like, no bro, I'm not a fucking pussy. I'm gonna keep the trash right here, locked away where no one will ever see my trash. The third thing we do is we allow others to give us love and affection and support. So what comes with us like crying all the time and like wanting to know like what went wrong and like was I not cute enough or like is it because he just like doesn't think I'm marriage material? Is our friends and family wanting to be like, oh my god girl, no, come here, oh my god, you're amazing, you're beautiful. This is comforting. Again, and in that being comforted, in people coming together to support us and literally hold us and hug us and tell us that he's a fucking jerk. Again, increase in oxytocin, decrease in our stress levels. So while you might not sit there and talk to your guy friends about like, bro, I don't know why she left, like, was it the fact that I don't make a lot of money? When you don't get to say things like that to your friends, you don't allow your friends to help you and hug you and say, no bro, you're like the best bro ever. A lot of guys don't want to look like a pussy and talking about like how raw they might feel after a breakup, or, you know, the different doubts they might feel over things not working out. And because you don't put that into the world doesn't come to help support you. Again, going back to the garbage analogy, if I was like, girl, I need help cleaning my house, and they're like, girl, I got you, then I got a nicer, lighter, more lovely smelling home. But if your friends don't know that you're taking out the garbage, or that you've got some garbage in there, how are they gonna know to help? Exactly, they won't. So the fourth thing we do is indulge in very sad love songs or very sad movies. I know for me, I must have watched The Bridges of Madison County, Titanic, The Notebook so many times. And not just because the guy dies at the end of all of them, but because in those sad feelings, it's also helping me express more grief when I wouldn't otherwise. Also, those sad songs, they validate how sad we feel. It's again a way of feeling comforted and knowing that, oh, okay, I'm not alone. Okay, in not being alone, I feel bonded to whoever's singing this. In our feelings being validated by these sad songs, again, it's like sad songs saying like, hey, you got some garbage in your fucking house. And me being like, oh, I got garbage in my house, you're right, let me take it out. Again, take out the sad feelings. Because if you hold them in, you're gonna act like a psycho. Or just bring it into your next relationship. The fifth thing we do is we engage in joyful or productive activities. Again, while men seek to avoid the bad feelings, women seek to express them or engage in good feelings. So for instance, I really like lasagna. It makes me feel good. And yesterday I made lasagna and now it's all gone. That's why the stereotype of women eating ice cream during a breakup is so true, because we women are so desperate to engage in positive feelings alongside the really shitty ones. Whether it's going out with our girlfriends and feeling energized and loved, or indulging in cookies and cream ice cream or an entire plate of lasagna. Either way, what this does for us women is it allows us to feel positive feelings outside of the relationship. It's a way of us reminding ourselves that, look, there is life and light outside of my failed love. The sixth thing is, yes, we meet other men. So this is something a lot of guys don't have the luxury of, because like I always say, a guy might go into a bar and be like, I wanna fuck tonight. And half the women might leave the bar because they're scared. Whereas we women, we can walk into a bar and be like, I wanna fuck tonight. And like at least one dude will be like, okay. So because us women are able to meet men so much more, it's so easy for women to be like, oh look, there's other men out here aside from my ex. This is great. Which is probably why you all think that us women like move on so fucking fast from you guys. Because like, look, she's got another dude already. Really, it's just because when we go out, dudes holler at us all the fucking time. Whereas I would never holler at a dude because I'm too chicken shit. So we're able to be reminded that, oh, there are other fish in the sea. Whereas you might go to a bar and think like, look, none of these girls are hitting on me, so there must not be any other girls here. Fuck girls. And number 7, we women consume self-help books like a motherfucker. Like for instance, right now I'm reading Men Who Can't Love and Women Who Love Too Much. Again, because us women are so ingrained in our feelings at the moment, we try to make sense of it because we feel so out of control. So to assume some sense of control, we read self-help books to try to find out what's going on and what's wrong with us. Whereas you guys can very so easily be like, oh, it didn't work out. I guess I'll just move on. We women are like, oh my God, it didn't work out. Why didn't I work out? Why did I feel like shit? I need to make sense of why I feel like shit. But in that overindulgence of self-help books and elite daily articles, we're better able to learn what didn't work, how we might have fucked up, how you might have fucked up. And it gives us solace in understanding that sometimes these things just happen. Or maybe even, okay, maybe I really was unhappy and I want something else in my next relationship. But either way, we find the answers. You may have noticed that I didn't say anything that is too far-fetched that you couldn't do yourself. Honestly, like, as a man, you're allowed to cry. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to wonder why things didn't work out. You're allowed to buy self-help books. All my Amazon books got here like in a day. And your friends, if they're friends, real friends, they would wanna talk about it with you. They'd want to support you. I know I have a lot of shitty friends that'd be like, oh my God, you should like totally get over him. He sucks. But I'm talking about going to your friends who you know will really be there to support you emotionally, especially your girlfriends. We women, we love doing that shit with our guy friends. So if you know that you're not over your ex as fast as you want to be, then take it from me, do all this stuff that girls do, and you'll be over her in no time. And to make sure you don't make any of the mistakes that other guys out there are doing after their breakup, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal video and the 10 mistakes most guys make. Thanks for watching. I don't know where I put my ice cream, but I'm gonna go continue eating it out of the carton with a fork. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.